What is going on YouTube? So today I'm going to be talking about GameStop and AMC stock and why I believe we are about to get a massive move over the next couple of trading days. But before I do get into why I believe that, make sure to go down and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel because I do update you guys on AMC and GameStop stock every single day. So today GameStop did close up 3.5% at $30.90. The volume wasn't too high, only 8 million shares traded, but there were still millions of dollars loaded into calls, and we did hit a high of $31.11. So this week I believe we can potentially have the first close above $30 in an extremely long time. We already had our highest weekly close last week since August of 2022, and I do believe this week we are going to go even higher. We do have all these bullish indicators, GameStop crossing all these moving averages. It is just looking extremely bullish, and if GameStop is going to break out of this cup and handle, if it is going to break out of this bull flag, it is going to be any freaking day now. This is the weekly chart here, and for over 2 months we have just been forming this giant bull flag, and we did break out of this bull flag last week when we did close at $29.82 last Friday. And as you guys see, on the first day of trading we already had this green candle. It's starting off green, 3.5%, so it is just looking really good. It does look like GameStop is going to continue in this uptrend. I did load into a bunch of $30 calls expiring this week. I have 10 of those contracts, and I also have 10 $32 calls expiring this week, so extremely risky, but I believe we are going to get an explosive move, and I'm ready to freaking make some profit off this, that is for sure. AMC on the other hand was down 1.5%. It was trading sideways throughout the whole day, and towards the end of the day, it did have a little bip to $4.16, but it was just a boring day. Over 13 million shares traded. We did hit a high of 419, a low of 406. It was very boring for AMC. Another doji candle on the daily, so right now the price doesn't really know where it wants to go. But in my opinion, obviously none of this is financial advice. I do believe it is going to break to the upside, especially if we do get this explosive move from GameStop, which I believe is going to happen. I don't know if you guys remember what happened back here in the beginning of May before it squeezed to $80 GameStop, but initially it did go up about 70% from $10 to $17. While this move happened, AMC was trading sideways. It stayed trading at $3 while GameStop was up already 70%. Guess what? Now GameStop is up over 50% once again, and AMC is trading flat. Back in the beginning of November we were at $4. Now it's the end of December and we're still at $4. Obviously we had this little move. It kind of reminds me of this move we had from $2.38 to $3.50 back to $2.90. This is what this reminds me of, except it is way bigger. We are on a much bigger scale, which means we could go even higher. From $2.90, AMC hit a high of $13.50. Now we're going to be launching off $4, so who knows, we might hit $20. And GameStop really might be sent to all-time highs. I really do think it is going to make people millionaires over the next couple of weeks, especially people that are in calls. This guy said, what a time to be alive, GME. So a couple of videos ago, I did say Roaring Kitty's possible second X account is Greg. If you haven't watched that video, make sure to go watch it. But Ryan Cohen made this tweet today a couple hours ago. He said, looking for a highly talented and creative motion designer for a few months, maybe more. And then Greg responded underneath. He said, I think I may be your guy. Here's my resume. B+ in science, JV soccer team for 2 years, can eat 10 Oreos in one sitting, owner of several Dogecoins, can burp the alphabet, can run fast, top 25% of class. And then Ryan Cohen said, email proof you can burp the alphabet and the job is yours. This was Keith Gill back in high school. Everyone knows that he was a track star. I mean, he's giving it away. They are giving us a hint that Roaring Kitty is going to be working for GameStop. It's so obvious. Obviously, it might not happen. Greg might not even be Roaring Kitty, but there is many different reasons to believe Greg is Roaring Kitty. For one, this. I mean, what they literally just posted today. He said that he can run fast. Another interesting one is if we look at the numbers on Greg's account, there's 69 and there's 420. This account was made in February of 2021, 1 month after the squeeze happened. Roaring Kitty knew he had to make a new account, you know, to be active, because he couldn't really be too active on Roaring Kitty because all eyes were on his freaking account. I mean, it's so obvious that Greg is Roaring Kitty's account. And really, I mean, this is just a dead giveaway. Ryan Cohen only responds to Greg. He literally said, I think I may be your guy. He could freaking run fast. I believe something big is coming, and it is coming very soon. This guy said, we were literally this close to breaking out of this triangle today. So he does have this huge triangle drawn out for GameStop from $10 to $80. It's just one giant bull flag, really, from May all the way up until now. And underneath, he zoomed in on how close we were to breaking this triangle. I believe it could possibly happen on Christmas Eve, the day before Christmas. Who freaking knows? I mean, anything is possible, guys. All it really takes is a tweet from Roaring Kitty. We already know this. This guy said one Roaring Kitty tweet and this thing is gone. We have been consolidating at $30 for over a month and a half now. At this point in time, all it really takes is one catalyst to send this thing parabolic. Everyone looking at GameStop right now is extremely bullish. The bullish order flow on GameStop is insane. Every day, millions of dollars loaded into calls. This thing is really so close to exploding. That's why I did buy some more calls today while I was trading above $30. As for AMC, this guy said, from the mouth of analysts, AMC theaters experienced the weirdest price action in stock market history since 1929. Are you surprised? So the Wall Street Journal said these are the wildest, weirdest stock market prices we've ever seen. Heard on the street. So AMC is up there, MSTR, and DXYZ. I do know MSTR has a lot of potential. I haven't really looked too much into it, but AMC, come on now. It is ready to explode alongside GameStop. Really, that's AMC's biggest catalyst. That's the only thing that is going to move AMC right now. We've already had record-breaking freaking revenue come in, and then Adam Aaron just freaking dilutes. So I don't know what it is with Adam Aaron, you know, diluting right before we're gonna run. But what I'm really hoping is that we do get this squeeze. AMC goes to $10, and freaking AMC doesn't decide to sell the shares for $4 a freaking share when they could have sold it for $10 a share, make $500 million right there. So I really hope they do sell these 50 million shares on the squeeze, because we haven't really heard any news on the 50 million shares for a while now. This guy also said, I think that she's almost ready to rip hard. I mean, really, really hard. 1 day or two. Like the weirdest stock in history, analyst says. On the weekly chart for AMC, we have a bunch of green indicators with some price targets over $14 for 2025. In the short term though, I really do believe AMC is making a bounce off this $4 level, just like it did back here and just like it did back here, which is why right now I am currently holding some AMC $4.5 calls. And especially if we do get this rip from GameStop, it's just going to be a repeat of what happened back in May. First, GameStop went up 70%, AMC was flat, then it squeezed, and AMC gapped up into the squeeze. The same thing is playing out. GameStop is up over 50% now. AMC is still trading at $4. When GameStop does squeeze, AMC is going to gap up into the squeeze. Just like what happened in May, guys. History does repeat itself. But that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did make it to the end of the video and you haven't subscribed yet, what the heck are you guys doing? Make sure to go down and subscribe. Today, I did buy a bunch of $30 calls for GameStop, and I even bought some more $4.5 calls expiring this week. With this week being extremely short, it is just a pure gamble. But if we do get a 5 to 10% move on AMC, those calls will go up like crazy. And I do believe we are going to get it, because GameStop does look like it is about to explode. And like I just went over, GameStop usually trends up before it explodes. AMC just gaps up as soon as GameStop explodes. So AMC is still at that $4 level. In my opinion, it is an opportunity of a lifetime. But I will keep you guys updated on what happens with GameStop and AMC stocks, so make sure to stay tuned on my channel. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. As y'all know, I'm buying the dip.
Here we go, come on, push it, buy the dip, here we go, come on.